Hey, you may have heard that I was sick. I was worried for a minute, but I think everything's good now. I was scared that I was going to have to get that stick cotton swab stuck all the way back to my brain, and it's kind of a relief that I don't.
Ryan Little.
Japan. What's up, everyone? Robbie Schruffler here. It's been a quick minute since I've put out a midweek video, but I'm kind of back with a little glimpse into the life in the city and in the, Schruffler family. I've been debating a little bit about what I wanted to do with this channel, and I think I've got an idea of what I'd like to do beyond just the Sunday videos that I've been putting out, but this isn't the video where I'm describing all of that. But if you do like the things that I've been doing with the channel, like these looks into life in San Francisco, exploring, some of the challenges before the church in this season of pandemic, or, even just the explorations in scripture that we do on Sundays, consider subscribing, right? If you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video, and you can be among the first to hear about what's new, in life. Now, I've shared with some folks at the church that I kind of hit a wall health-wise earlier this week, and we were actually a little bit worried that we would need to go down to one of the testing centers and have that cotton swab test done. I woke up on Sunday morning and I had sore throat in here, and it was as the day progressed, I was having a little bit of trouble taking a deep breath. And then I woke up on Monday and it was headaches, and I just decided I was going to lay in bed most of the day. We were kind of at that point where we were thinking that if I began to develop a fever, I would have been sitting in line for one of those COVID tests on Tuesday morning. Now, thankfully, the fever never happened, and by Tuesday afternoon, I started to feel, a little bit more normal. But what a moment there, I spent all that time worried about my own health and thinking about all that I was going to have to go through if I had coronavirus. But then, I had a conversation with Ashley, and it dawned on me, that it wouldn't have just been me, because if I would have gone down for a coronavirus test, she would have been in that car along with me, and the kids would have been in the car along with me, right, to take that test. It was a scary thought.
Flashing pants.
Okay, what do we do?
We take off our mask first.
Bubba, what's next after mask?
And water.
What, do you do your shoes? Do you do your shoes right there?
The most important thing, we go up, we go hop, and we wash our hands.
Okay, you get your hands a little bit wet, then you put some soap. How much? Say
pump.
one pump.
One pump. Wash, wash, washy. Wash,
What do we
wash,
sing
wash.
for real?
Wash, wash, wash.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to mommy. Washy, wash, wash, washy. Washy, wash. Washy, washy, wash.
Did you get the backs of your hands?
Wash, washy, washy.
Fingers together. There you go.
Wash, 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 washy.
Get your
Wash,
thumbs.
wash, wash. Washy, washy.
There you go. Now get your other hand.
Now we do this.
Our health is something that we take for granted at times, and it has become really obvious to me that our ability to rest is among the keys to staying healthy, right? So often we talk about, what's the activity that we're doing, right? Keeping activity up, or, it's about the diets, right? And those things are really important, right? But rest is also essential to, our health. See, I was basically beating myself up. I turned 40 later this year, and I'm not as young as I used to be. And some of those things that I used to do, they're just not as easy anymore, right? And so I'm always trying to balance between what I do with my need to accomplish things and to be seen as a leader, right? And balancing these things. And so I can kind of back myself into corners at times. Saturday nights for me, they're hard because, I'm up late, I'm editing and I'm uploading videos. You can ask Chris and Kathleen how late, but it's late in the night. That's a major reason why I felt awful on Sunday and then Monday. It's like my body rejected the lack of sleep and, just was really communicating with me that I needed more than just a couple hours of sleep. Add to that the responses to some of the emails that I sent out this week, and I began to realize how important it is for us to be aware of the need for rest. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to rest, but I think for now, I think it's important just to say that if you're feeling the pressure of life, if you're feeling the anxiety of the season, maybe it's time to find a space for rest. Maybe it's time to allow that pruning to happen when we reassess what's important and what's not important, and we begin to drop some things. For me, I did that this week, and in the process, I made, a little bit more time for the kids. I wasn't just sitting at the computer all day long, and instead I was doing some things with them. What are we doing? And then what are we going to do? Buddy, what are we going to go ride? That there is a lot of privilege in saying what I'm saying here. It's not easy for everyone to just cut something out. We live in a time of extreme income inequality where people who have the means to be comfortable and those who do not have the means to be comfortable and have that comfortable life, they're so far apart that at times it's indescribable. And in the city of San Francisco, we've been seeing these headlines about rents dropping, and I mean that's like a good kind of incredible thing, given the recent history. But those rents, they're still higher than, much of the rest of the world in a way that it kind of boggles the mind. The stresses of life are real, right? The challenges that are set before us are real. And at times, it's not as easy as just, cut a thing or two out of your day, right? And make space for rest. Sometimes the circumstances necessitate a busy life of hustling to make ends meet. And for that, when we're thinking about what we're fighting for and when we think about our identity, maybe that is a call to justice in which we change the work of our lives, so that it's aimed at equity, that it's aimed at justice for everybody in our communities. Those answers don't come easily, but then, this video is about finding some rest. It's not about having a life of leisure, right? there's always going to be work to do. Anyhow, for this, I just wanted to let you know I'm doing well. I'm trying to create some better patterns in my work life that, are going to help me fall asleep at a normal hour. They're going to, help me just do some stuff. I'm trying to spend a little bit more time with the kids and with Ashley that's not just sitting around the TV and watching a movie. We do have some exciting things coming up, like the start of the fall semester, first grade for Tegan, so like you'll see some of those videos and then some of the other stuff coming out soon.